Previously.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence, aka Juicy Jane. I come with a lot of juice. Today I will be taking your questions. 1.4 million views. That video went poof. I think this video is the right video for me to respond. Either use your hand and just stroke through till he comes. You could do your mouth like this. Just get it going. How do I say? And then don't spend too much time gagging. Concentrate on the head, and then you can leave it. Okay, let me use my stick again. And then use your hands as you go about, you know, even if you're not swallowing it, you don't have to make it look like, ooh, ew, ah, ooh, my goodness, don't do that. Don't make him feel stupid because he is trying to act late. Because next time he wouldn't want to do it. He wouldn't even want you to perform that. And when that happens, you would think he's cheating on you. But you already gave him the impression that, oh, that's really unhygienic. Listen, if he does go down on you and he licks you, he gives you great head, he takes fluid from you because you're open down there. So there is no escape. Your fluid comes out and he takes it. He doesn't say yours is unhygienic. As long as you do not have STIs or STDs, you're perfect. The only place that I can say is pretty much unhygienic is, you know, number 2, where fists come out from. That is something that I could say is pretty much unhygienic. But every other part, the semen, it has protein, it is proteinous, it is not unhygienic. Except it's got STIs, then that's when you should be afraid. If you don't want to swallow, don't swallow, but don't make it look like, oh, it's irritating. Just spit it out and just let it slide through in between your twin towers. Now, another person says, my man's joystick tastes disgusting. I feel like puking. I don't know what you mean by tasting disgusting. I do know that there are some men who don't wash their genitals well, and so it smells. Or they don't wash their panties or their boxes well, or they don't change. They repeat their boxes for weeks. They could go wearing a boxes for weeks without changing, and that could make it smell. That could make your genitals smell. I would urge you men, please always try as much as possible to change your briefs. Change your briefs every day, right? And then wash your balls. Wash your genitals well. Wash it well. And whenever you want to have, like, you know, a great time, you want your woman to give you a head, what you need to do is have a bath, be clean, so that she can also be able to give you a good head. Because if that place smells good, she will be more in tune to do that on you. Do you get what I mean? Alright, so don't go for weeks wearing one panty or one boxers. Change it. Just as you don't like a woman smelling down there, women don't like men smelling down there. So always have a bath before you engage in that, so that she could feel comfortable and feel more relaxed to do it. Now, Spawner Actor says, is it necessary to spit on it? I just responded to that. Babatunde Titilayo says, is it advisable to swallow the saliva during the act? How do I say this? I don't know. Why do you want to swallow it? Why not use it as lubricant? You don't necessarily have to swallow, but if you swallow and you're sure that he is clean and okay, he's got a clean bill of health, then go ahead and do it. Do you get? But nevertheless, the more saliva you have around his joystick, the better. Legend of society says if a man cries after sex, he is a biatch. No. It only means that you've done a perfect job. Do you get? It is an expression of, there's so many things that you've done to him. Do you think it's easy to make a man cry? During sex, it's not easy. So if a man does cry, maybe after having a great time with you, know that you have snatched his soul. You've touched something inside of him that you've never, or someone else has never done. So you should give yourself some accolade if you're a woman. But if you're a man and you're saying that a man who cries during sex is a biatch, then you're wrong. You're totally wrong. I mean, women do love to see how expressive a man is. So if he's expressive in that way, we tend to appreciate that man. All right? Because not every man is in tune with their emotions. So if you're comfortable showing that vulnerable side of you to us, would appreciate that. Only a stupid woman would play with that vulnerability. All right? Now let's take another question. It says, wow, this video is very insightful. I want to do it with my partner, but I'm scared and still kind of in that phase of looking pretty while giving head stage. Any tips to overcome anxiety thoughts? And that's Alicia, head on. Now, Alicia, you don't look pretty when you're giving heads or when you're having sex. Nobody has that time to be pretty when you're doing that. Because the nastier, the better. The nastier looking, the better. Nobody has time. Why do you need to be pretty? Because the moment you're outrightly very conscious of how you look, you would miss out on a great sensation that you might be getting or giving this person. Because you're trying to look pretty. Why would you try to look pretty? Men want women who are confident in the bed. And they're not shy. They're liberated. They're not shy. They're not conscious of anything. Men want that. Why do you think some men just leave their pretty girlfriends and go to women who are not half as pretty as their wives? That's because these women don't have anything to lose. They bring it down. When they're bringing it down in the bedroom, they are not trying to look pretty. They're trying to satisfy their men. So you see them really liberated. They don't care if their jugs are flying here and there, or they look some type of way, or they look ugly when they're expressing themselves. No. And men love that. They want women who are totally free with themselves, totally free to express themselves. They're not body conscious. They're not conscious of how they look like. They're not trying to adjust to figure out, what part of their body looks great. They're not trying to find, a perfect body angle. Because look, the man is not trying to see all of that. He's just trying to get to cloud 9. He's just trying to, release all of that tension. And the more liberated you are, the more freakier you get, the more he gets, attached to you. Because not a lot of women are expressive. Not a lot of women are liberated sensually. Do you get what I mean? So there's no time to be pretty looking when you're giving him a BJ, when you're trying to snatch his soul. Baby, we're not trying to be pretty. All right? We're trying to be young at heart, wild and free in the bedroom. Do you get what I mean? So don't always be conscious. When you're conscious, it makes him uncomfortable. All right? And that would build a wall between both of you. Because then you make him conscious as well. he will not enjoy whatever you're trying to do to him. So stop being pretty. Anyways, if you do love this video, do well to give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. And till next time, keep living the fab life, and don't forget that I love you all the time. My name is Jane Lawrence. Stay blessed.